Well, I've been reading a lot about ferro-cement sculptures for quite a number of years, and I started looking around for someone to be trained. I couldn't find any place, so I decided the only way I'm going to get trained is to self-train myself. And I met a young lady who was a sculptor. I'm a welder by trade, and me and her decided to get together and create it from scratch to the finish for a training session.
To grab the little frog out of that one, the little frog, because otherwise it'll just die with the algae.
Down on the farm, that's where we are.
I've always wanted to be an explorer kind of for years, and all my life I've wanted to do something that no one else has done.
Basically, it was seen as a heavily degraded industrial site when City Farm first started.
Yeah, well, I meet people like you, Dave, every day I come in here.
She's naughty. We do sausage sizzles as well as vegetarian.
No, we don't. We don't.
Josie, have you got an agenda?
I've got a mega agenda. I'm proud.
And there's a lot of us here that are part of City Farm, like Jeremy in there.
So like this area here is sort of a high production area that we just created a little. It's always cooler in here and quieter and shady. It's got quite a nice little microclimate happening in here.
It's lovely.
Yeah. It's always nice to get feedback.
Yeah. I had a great time at City Farm. I would like to go back to City Farm, and I would like to plant some more plants.
Cool.
There you go. Converted greenie.
And that one's like got seed pods that can get pretty long, and they have like long fleshy beans in them which taste like ice cream.
Oh, cool.
It's really nice, yeah. And then there's like mulberries and olives.
Do you have custard apples?
In the nursery, we don't have a big tree, but yeah, we're working on that one.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. This is Royson, son of Roy, who was this huge rooster, absolutely massive, knee-high. Wow. And he was like a mascot for City Farm. He had huge spurs on his legs, but he was the most gentlest giant. You could stroke him and pat him. And unfortunately one day we came in and he had been taken and killed purposelessly, and we just found him out in the gardens. Oh. So we buried him and put a nice fruit tree on him. And we were absolutely delighted when the chicks at the time, one of them ended up producing an exact spitting image of Roy. So we called it Son of Roy, or Royson.
It's been going about 7 years now as a farm. And for example, the gardens outside are built on top of concrete. So they're doing fairly well, considering that it's volunteer labour and lots of sponsored materials that have gone into this place, because as it says up there, this place is unfunded, self-funded.
It's a good system, the ducks, because like if you look at the soil outside the fence, it's all like road base, but then in here we've been bringing in lawn clippings and mulch and stuff, and you can see that if you dig a little bit, the soil's actually quite fertile now and full of manure and good stuff for plants. And the pond we've got here, there's a drain which is somewhere in this murky stuff. Good old recycled plug there, the old Coke bottle. If you pull that out, the water from here, which is full of effluent, manure, good minerals and nutrients, it ends up going out underneath here, and it comes out down where all the trees are and then irrigates the trees.
So when I first saw this, I thought it was deadly nightshade, and Jeremy could see I was looking at it, and he told me that it's not, what's it called again?
It's bush tomato. Bush
tomato. And
not poisonous when it's ripe.
No, and they're black, so they're green. They're poisonous when they're green, like this one here. Will be poisonous.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
chooks love it.
Yeah?
So, yeah. Good plant to give to the chooks.
So, they're actually edible? and they're quite sweet. They've sort of got like a bit of a lolly taste to it. And Jeremy's been eating them and he hasn't died, so... What have I got here? What's this? Have you had this before? Come on. Come over here. Oh yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
And there's the Sambanistas over there.
Yeah, well that's how I got invited here.
Playing the Sambanistas?
Benny saw me in the street with my trolley and said hello to me. I don't know if you know Benny. And told
Yeah,
me
I
about
do
this
know
project.
Benny.
He's the one.
Excellent.
Yeah. World is so far removed from that car sort of world, but
So
somehow
close.
so close.